What's up, Quillage? What's up, Turnip Squirrel? Greetings. Hope you all are doing well. Hey, Dictator. How are you doing? Yesterday Bear was very slow for me, but I'm trying 5563 this time, so I haven't tried this spot in a while. So we'll see if this is any better. I'm curious. We could check the weather, but I'm curious how Corey's looking today. Oh, I like it. So consistent. At least one of those was today. Is other stuff going on that too? Yeah, somewhat. What about the Savans? Okay. $3,001. There it is again. That's funny. Somebody ran that funky minnow on an ultralight line. Oh, is this where you caught it at, Truda? Nice. Oh, I guess we should see how many of those are actually the F15005. Just because they all look the same, they could be different versions of that funky minnow. All right, they are. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. Is chat having a rough day? All right, so we take the rocket, and then like Super Duty. Cranberry stuff was working nice. Down at the other spot or this spot? See, I'm using big boilies 22, so I know it's going to slow it down a little bit, but it looks like that black carp are occasionally biting here. And so now I think the tench are as well, so you could go more tench fishing, but I mean, you could go smaller boilies again, but I guess I'm hoping I'm going to get lucky on a black carp for happy hour here. And then we're going to probably go troll Corey, I think. Maybe do some bream fishing at Corey or Berg or both. Okay, so the final question is, what do we want to do for the ultralight? I'm going to hold an ultralight at Corey. So we are going to be using a wobbler. This ultimately would still be the best one to use. It is the 3001, isn't it? That was doing so well? I'm pretty sure. Is that right, Dormanite? There's a couple spots at Corey we can test. I'm not sure if either one of them are great, but they're at least working. The key will be how it's trolling. Ooh. Today was the day. But it might be okay still. Let's make sure that's the right lure. Ultralight weekly. Corey char. That was 3 days ago. 3001. That is the right lure. That was 1 day ago, so we can still try it. Sophie, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? Glad to hear it, Sophie. Glad to hear it. Grats on the level. So are the lake trout, the Atlantic salmon still pretty decent?
Challenge.
Flower Power, thanks for 2 months of
Challenge accepted.
2 months of support. 2 months of support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so these are the two lures, right? I also like that that's coming in on asp, so probably the lure to do would be DP crank if you're going to do it. Thank you, Flower Power. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. No worries. I learned so much. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it's been helpful. Thank you, Flower Power. So I finally broke down and completed my set of Boonus and picker rods. So now we have the Boonus and feeders and the Boonus and pickers, which may seem like overkill, but it kind of makes sense in my head. We'll target bream and under on the pickers. And really bream we could go either way. It probably depends on the cast distance. But there's still like a decent amount of bottom fishing I do for like fish bream and over size. And so I still think it'll be nice to have the feeder Boonisons for those, even all the way up to like burbot and stuff like that, right? So one of the things that's kind of nice about being at a higher level and kind of, not that I don't have things I could save up for and buy, because I don't have like TIs yet. I don't have, other than the Taiga C, I don't have any of the conventional reels. So there are still things to get potentially, but it's kind of nice when you can start completing sets. So especially if you're a little obsessive like I am. So I have Titans for all three of my Bunison feeders. I just basically will never need to take them apart. And then the pickers, I've got the little pulsars on there. I'll never need to take these apart, basically. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I basically haven't been spending. Although once I got up to 54, 55K, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get those picker rods. And then I'm actually, you know, I would have guessed that Yama might have been out by now. So now it feels like who knows when it's coming out. So I feel a little less pressure. And there's not a whole, I mean, I'm probably pretty much just saving between now and Yama at this point, but it's nice to complete that set. Secret Documents, welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing well. Not really, Sophie. I'm more like hoping I'll get lucky on a black carp. I think you're more likely to catch the golden carp on the smaller size boilies. And we're using 22, so we're kind of trying to sit on a little bit larger size carp right now. And would love to see a nice black carp come in. I'll check what the weeklies are, but I assume that the 16 size is what's getting the majority of the goldens. Oh yeah, and anyway, people have been using sweet cream these days anyway. So a couple of these were today, sweet cream 16. Now what I don't know is, are more golden carp coming out up here now or down in this spot? I mean, before when I've caught a couple of them, it was down here. One of your mods got the all region weekly blue tag one. Who is it? Is blue tag 6 kilo? I'm not even sure. Space is sitting at number 1. Oh, you know Space? Space is one of your mods? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know Space. Kind of. I mean, I know who Space is. Up here, Torn Up Squirrel. Yeah, this might be the spot to throw in the sweet cream. So people are catching rare carp in the pond at Amber, but I'm not sure about the bite rate. The bite rate might have looked a little small, a little slow, but they're definitely catching rares in there. Terrible for bite rate. Yeah. I fished at a couple of spots at Amber last night, and it was okay, but not great. Yeah, rares are pretty active, you're right. Which, where, like at Pond and at Peg 1 probably? Are they active anywhere else that y'all know of? Maybe 132, not sure. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? $45.84, really? How's the bite rate there? Are you just kind of like basically going straight out here? Mini Florida, yeah. I feel like that was a spot like when Amber first came out. I don't know if it was 50 clip, but casting southeast. Okay. Let's see what's in our Discord. Javito, 45.84 clip 50. Caviar, there you go. Ooh, Barbel trophy. Holy cow. There you go. Peg 1 still has rares. Ooh. Twizza's doing live bait from Corey. Where is that? That's from the key, from the finger rock. Rough. I like it. Amoon says 45.83 clip 50. Let's get a couple trophy commons. What's up, Access? Yeah, Peg 1 was just too slow for me last night. I mean, I guess I didn't try that many different bait arrangements, but whatever we were using seemed pretty slow. This has been okay, but I'm actually thinking like once it gets to be about 8 a.m. or something, we'll head on to quarry. I wonder how hard it would be to get wonder how hard it would be for catching bait fish size rough at quarry at night on like small hooks. Usually it's okay, but I don't know. All right, any new Nelmas today? And how's the weather at Tunguska? That's definitely like, if you're going to run, you know, 2 of these and maybe throw a Dodger on your third. Something like that. If you really want to try to hit the Nelmas, I guess. Oh, that clip's way too long for my pickers. There was another quarry bream spot though we could try. Obviously the one at Old Berg might be a little better, but now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. 67 100, clip 16 to 18. It doesn't look too good. I bet the other one is better. The other quarry spot. Maybe we just want to fish for unfortunately, at least at quarry, maybe we're gonna have to use our feeder rods for it. All right, we'll see how good these fish are. And we'll either stay a little longer or go ahead and pack it up now. I think it's pea porridge at quarry as well. $7.4, I guess that's fine. We might want to go a little smaller than that. Alright, this is a pretty small fish. It is a black carp though, shoot. Alright, let's throw it right back in. Is that getting a nibble? What's going on with that? See how it's vibrating? Oh, it's another one. We had two black carp back to back. Go-to fish in Old Berg, bream. Bream, tench, eel, grass carp, common carp, crucian, gibbles, roach, pike and perch if you want to do spin. If you want to do feeder fishing though, I'd say bream is your top choice, followed by tench and eel. And then if you're, as your gear gets a little stronger, common carp and grass carp are also often pretty healthy there too. I want to see what kind of, yeah, that's a huge leader that guy's using. So we can use those, like 7 point whatever. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. So far, the spot feels a lot better during the day than it was at night, but I just don't know how long I want to stay. What are we at time-wise? 35 minutes. Those two black carp just made this a lot better. Helped out the happy hour a good bit. Getting grass carp in the cove on Oldberg 2-meter hole. Nice. Down in the pond. Are you actually casting at the 2-meter hole? Are you at like 55-13? If you're aiming at the 2-meter hole, that's pretty interesting. Normally, you know, a lot of times this spot is aiming like to the southeast here. Mostly east, I guess. East to southeast. But casting towards the 2-meter hole, that's pretty cool. I've seen that before, but it's not as common. By the way, what is that? 15 meters probably puts you in the middle of the hole. I don't know what clip you're using, but so this bream spot we're going to try at Corey. This is what it looks like. Basically like that. 42 meters into the 10-meter hole for bream. It's a long bream clip, but we'll see. See how it feels. You're using 15? Nice. Yeah, you probably are hitting it right in that hole from that spot. That's cool. All right, I'm trying to wait for one more fish here just to see what we're going to catch next, but yeah, with the black carp here, this spot's probably worth fishing at, but it's it's just slow enough to be one of those like watching Netflix spots, you know. I'm just not sure the Braves are going to beat the Cubs tonight. Cubs keep scoring runs. Oh gosh, you're using a starter kit? Yeah, I hope you are only catching small ones. Okay. Let's go sell our fish, and when we come back, if there's not a fish on, we will we'll head to Corey. The bear bite rate's a little too slow for me right now while we're streaming. So 136 in just over half an hour. Nice. You got a caliber HSV. Now you just need a rod, huh? Very cool. Good job. Alright, I really don't see any fish on. Alright, let's go ahead and get them set up here. So we're going to be using the Rocket C and the Super Duty and the Ultima. And we're off. What's up, Relicade? Yeah, come join me. I hope this bream spot is good. If the bream spot is good, then it makes it all worth it. Even if the trolling is a little on the slow side, which I assume it will be a little bit, but hopefully it's still fun. All right, welcome back, Peter. Doing well. How are you doing? So, you would think, achievable lake trout order for nice silver. Hey, where's the common carp trophy? We've got 38 minutes to catch it. Ooh, bream order as well. It's a good time to go for bream. I mean, those two orders, if we can hit it, that's a ton of silver. Especially for Corey money. That's awesome. Yeah, if you've got the time, just chilling on bear is not a bad way to go. You had 3 silver. Oh, is that right, Truda? I will tell you, I have caught common carp down here. You know, where it's like got all the weeds and stuff. Now I have no idea if it's active right now, but I've definitely seen them down there before. Sorry, Dormanite. That stinks. Alright, see if we can catch some fish here. I mean, to be fair, Torn Up Squirrel, a lot of people are still using crab stuff. I don't think you're going to do that much different than, you know, other stuff. I think you could still use crab right now. Holy cow. I mean, that's what I was using at 124 last night, and I was doing okay. Wasn't like the best ever, but I was doing okay. Peg 1. Well, there you go. See, I was trying caviar at peg 1, and it was really slow for me last night. What lure am I using? I'm not going to open it up right now because, you know, fish on and everything. But it's one of those ULF cranks. I think it's the 001. 3001. This is going to be a long, arduous fight here. Oh, we may be able to see this fish. Hold on. I just really hope this isn't a pike. He's up there near the shore. Alright, unfortunately we have to turn away from him here, so we just kind of have to let him run a little bit. But I'm not taking a chance of getting, like, you know, whaled up there on the shore. You got 100-gram barbel. Maybe this will be a weekly since it's on UL. I tend to think, well, I don't know. I won't pretend like I know what it is, but the way this fish hit it and just ran like that, I think it's going to be pretty decent. Cygnus, War 41, greetings, welcome. Trout, this is not a 3 kilo Arctic. Come on now. It's at least 4. I'm not sure about red spots at the moment. Corey Char, I mean, we can hope. You saw a gray color? So what, best case scenario, Savon? But more likely Arctic or Laker? The truth is, we have no control over the fish yet, so we're just going to have to do circles. We could take a chance and turn the motor off and just hope he's going to stay in that cove, but it's very risky, so we're not going to do that. It's behaving like a Savon. Okay. I can't really tell. I mean, it is like, seems like it's throwing its head a good bit. All I know is it hit it and it was just like, we had no traction. It was just pulling line like nobody's business. Hey, what's up, Amar? I'm not sure that it might be a good thing if we can chase it out of this cove. Then we at least don't have to keep circling, at least for now. We don't really want to go straight at it either, but that's awesome, Amar. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've noticed that's been happening to me some too on carp fishing lately. You'll get these big like activities and then finally it just slams it down and sometimes pops right off and it's never like fully on. I hope it is a Corey char. I think I saw a little bit of gray too in the water, so I'm suspecting it's not Corey, but sometimes it's weird when you see it through the water. It can look really different, so we'll see. Uh-oh. I mean, the Lakers have definitely been really active this week, so it would make sense in that regard. we can rule out eyed at this point. I think an eyed would have worn itself out by now, right? Yeah. It's definitely not a quarry char. Hey, it's a lake trout. It's a pretty decent one, though. Heck yeah. 8.8 on the ultralight. Welcome back, Amar. Well, clearly we don't want to use that lake trout for the order. What kilo is that real? 8.5? This lake trout is perfect for that order. Okay. Wow. So if the lake trout are this active, maybe we just need to think about catching efficiently catching lake trout. Not some, ooh. It's a pretty nice Savon. Maybe we ought to do that instead of, that's a good question, Amar. I'm not sure. Not tonight. I got to be up early tomorrow for work, but hopefully sometime soon. All right, so maybe we get this out. Yeah, it's pretty much ready, right? Except we might want... So we want the Model 1 instead of the ultralight. And I kind of want to go a little bit stronger since we're holding this one. Yeah. So we caught that Savon like over here, right? I wonder if this is one of those weeks where you want to, when you're trolling, you want to at least dip a little bit into this side. It might be like staying on this side altogether. Did you know lake trout in the game are lake run brown trout? No, I did not know that. Oof. Are you kidding me? I've got a bot. Oh, sorry. Did I miss something? Somebody got it, huh? Yeah, it was not that. It was this. 8.869 lake trout. Weekly record. I figured. But what I was saying is, if the lake trout are pretty active, I don't know that I want to catch a ton of, like, you know, mid-sized lake trout on ultralight. That doesn't sound like the best idea ever. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Savon trout is closer related to Caspian brownie. Huh. No, I've got... So on my left one, I've got 1-0 with the fluff on it. And on my right one, I've got large 1 with the fluff on it. And the one I'm holding, I have no idea. Rage treble size 1. And my left rod and reel is straight fluorocarbon line. Just to do a little testing. The other two have leaders on. Hydrate. Okay, I don't think we want to go any further. Thought I already answered that, Max. I think the first answer would be bream. Yeah, 3-0 for Corey seems big to me. It would be unusual to catch lake trout, Corey char in the middle of the day. I mean, we started fishing at what, like 1, 2 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock p.m. So most of your Corey char come in, what, early in the morning or in the evenings, a little later. Like right about now, you might see a Corey char. What's up, Cartfish? Welcome back. Yeah, honestly, I was feeling fine last night. I was just having like some allergies or something. But thank you for asking. Mostly I'm just, just tired. It's been a long week of work. But I'm doing fine. Using a huge lure on one rod. Got to try to finally get that trophy Corey char. I mean, it looks like that funky minnow's catching some nice ones, at least occasionally for people. You might just want to use what's active and just put a little bit bigger hooks on there, you know? Not necessarily a huge lure, but like really nice size hooks on the lure that's actively catching them. How crazy is that to see that lure doing that? Watch that lure. You see it on the water? Boop. Just floating there till it catches up. It's pretty cool. Oh, are you doing? Fishing with rough from the key? So this is a different lure I have on the middle rod. It's the F11 instead of the F15. So a little smaller, a little more shallow depth, right? Yeah, it's nice when those rough are relatively small bait fish. You can put a heavy sinker on there and cast it a ways, huh? I don't quite have a feel for how active Corey really is trolling. We started off good and it has definitely slowed down. Maybe we're not in the right spots. Is that another barely marker Arctic? Nope. Barely not marker Arctic. There we go. I was using UL at first, but because of it seemed, I mean, my early suspicion was that lake trout were really active. And so if that was the case, I wasn't wanting to chase like, you know, medium-sized lake trout around on ultralight, but it might have just been that ultralight lure we were using, or it might have just been randomness. So I might switch back to UL. We'll see. It's definitely fun, but it slows you way down efficiency-wise. See if we catch anything over here before the evening is over. So what was that, a lake trout? Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got ultralight float fishing rods. Yeah, for sure. I have Trophy T600 is an ultralight. The Kama Ultras are ultralight. The Razor Ultra 800s are ultralights. So I've got 5 of them. One of the 800s, I think, in fact, I think two of my ultra telescopic rods I've won in competitions or fish of the week or whatever. It's about time to start seeing how the bream are looking. I was hoping we would get like a weird late night Cory char here. But it'd be nice to fish long enough to try to get that bream trophy. Not trophy. The bream cafe order done. Ooh, is that another one? Yeah. I think we've got 2 now that are going to qualify for that cafe order. Maybe this is where we want to be. Just like right in this trench here. I still feel like maybe doing a little circle over here is worth it every once in a while. Maybe even try down to the 12. Sometimes around that 12-meter hole is pretty good. Hydrate? Okay. All right, let's go catch some bream. I'm really curious how this bream spot's going to do. I love seeing those lures just like pop under like that. Day 1 of straight fluorocarbon line was not a huge success. So I think normally I would go with the pickers for bream, or at least consider it, but because of the casting distance, we're going to have to use the feeders and still hope for the best. I'm just not even sure that we're gonna make this cast. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, we did. Okay, very nice. Alright, let's see if 97% makes the cast. Not quite. So we'll just max cast it. I hope they're active. Hope we can actually find some bream here. Might be a little slow, especially using size 1 hooks. We'll try to adjust if we need to. I have Diet Coke in my bottle. So I used to drink Diet Coke like all the time. But I have started drinking a gallon of water. So I don't allow myself to drink Diet Coke at all until I have finished a gallon of water a day, which is usually in the evening when I'm done with it. I mean, I drink other stuff as well, like orange juice or whatever at different points, but I've cut way back on Diet Coke. So, but right now this is Diet Coke and ice. Take 3 sips. I see all that hydration going on over there. See what you're up to, gamer. Gamer 5000. Like, I'm not trying to complain or anything, but it's really curious to me, whatever it is in the programming of this game that causes the fact that when you troll in a boat or just get in a boat, it turns your feeder rods, but it like bugs out your feeder rods. Like, however that is programmed, that it's so complicated or whatever that it still hasn't been fixed. That much, it just must be a mess. You drink soda once a month? That's impressive. I'll tell you what's not impressive is reeling in bream 42 meters. Oh, that's nice, Relicade. Good switch. I'm sure that's got to be a lot healthier for you. I mean, I don't like those. I wish I did. I just don't. But thankfully, I actually just like plain water. Even just tap water, as long as it's a little cool and then slowly comes up to room temperature, I'm fine with that. It's fine. Okay, so let's go get an update on where we are on these orders. We want to definitely, if we can, hit the bream and the lake trout order. It's just too good a silver. Alright, so we've got 2 out of 4 on the lake trout. I just can't imagine that we would turn this lake trout in for that order, but... And bream, we're 1 off. We're going to have bream here in a second. Cup of tea is your favorite? So you mean like hot tea, right? If you say cup of tea, I'm imagining hot tea. I like southern style sweet tea cold. I also like hot tea okay, but I prefer coffee. Rainwater. How are you drinking rainwater? Come on now. Aspartame and Coke Zero gave you migraines? Ooh, Relicade. That's rough. Yeah, aspartame is on just about anything diet, right? You like hot cocoa? Nice. You live in the bush with your gaming PC and your high-speed internet. I guess some people really do collect rainwater. I think mostly for like gardening and other distilling and stuff like that, but that is a thing, isn't it? Yeah, I know what it is, Relicade. For some reason, it has a weird taste to me. I struggle with that stuff. Oh, sorry. Somebody else was asking that. Yeah, it's just like sparkling water, but flavored, right? Sorry, Relicate. I missed that other question Peter asked. Your internet's not great. Is that right, Dormanite? So do you really live like way out in the country or something? This actually almost feels like a burbot, but I know it can't be. It's just a decent bream. 25 kilometers from town. Wow. That gasp made you chuckle. All right, this feels like about a 1 kilo. Maybe we have our 3 1 kilos now. So at the end of the day, like you're probably, if you're here for trolling, which you probably are here for trolling, but at the end of the day, you can make a little bit of silver in those off hours when trolling's not happening, right? This isn't bad. It's pretty consistent, reasonably sized bream. As long as you're already set up for it and you can just like immediately put your rods in, it's not bad at all. There's 60 silver right there. Steelhead 16. Who is this? Talco Barla asks, Steelhead 16 kilo or Salmon ZM4? I'm gonna say the Steelhead. I don't know that I've used or heard anybody talk about using the Salmon. Let's look at the Salmon real quick. You know, when the Steelhead went up in price, it probably did make it a little bit closer. It used to be that the Steelhead was just such a good value. That looks cool. I like the look of this better. I think I would still go Steelhead though. Let's see, it's a 6,000, 631, 511, 3.5 star, 4 star. So you're getting slightly better quality, slight less power. I don't know how heavy the mech is. You'd have to look that up, but Unlucky Craft Lures, greetings. That sounds like a good plan, Peter. I love that carp fishing. Well, let's just look it up. Let's see what the ZM4 is on the mech. I really hope that second rod, the leader, doesn't snap. I've gotten really bad lately at setting my bream rigs down with the friction brake too high. It's 76.5. So you're not really going to go for catfish with it. It's a little too weak. I mean, you could, but it's not quite. You can't really lock it up in the same way you could other reels. So at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. So I would go Steelhead. Personally, I would go Steelhead, but I've had so much good experience with Steelhead. If that's, I mean, it's a higher quality reel, so you would think it would be pretty good, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think you want the Imperial in terms of bare minimum for casting, bait casting reels. Obviously, Taiga C if bare minimum for conventional. What's up, Reavers Roar? Where's the reel sheet? I mean, I trust y'all. I'm not looking it up here, but I was going to post this link in case anybody does not have access to this. This is where we're getting, this is one of the places where you can get those numbers from. I believe that the Bream Trophy is here, folks. I don't know that we have it on right this second. I'm just saying, I believe that if you need a Corey Bream Trophy, this is your spot. Have you really, Reavers? Are you just saying that because you like that I'm playing something else besides just fishing? Like that I'm putting out something else otherwise content-wise, so you want to encourage me to do it? Have you really been enjoying it? Which rod do you recommend with caliber HSV? Model 1, Model 2, Model 1, or strong feeders? I mean, actually, I would go with the Fortuna carp rod. But if you want to stick with a feeder for now, then yeah, any of those are fine as long as you've got plenty of strength. Plenty of strength above what you're going to, what line you're going to put on with the caliber. But the Fortuna carp rod is such a good value if you have the patience to save just a little bit more. And then you're just kind of set for a long time on your carp rods. Oh yeah, the Coldstream. That's awesome, gamer. Not many people get Coldstreams. That's cool, though. Yes to all that, Reavers. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I do believe that the trophy bream is here. Do y'all believe me that when I say that the trophy bream is here? Do we have doubters? Are there any doubters, or do you believe me? What's up, Kluby? Failed Q, greetings. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Fortuna Carps for sure, Peter. I'm sorry, Dormanite. Oh, sometimes in some parts of the world there just still isn't very good options for internet, is there? I want to remember what those Coldstreams are. Wait, what is the Coldstream? I thought that was a oh, it's a feeder rod. I was thinking that was a carp rod. Yeah, with carp rods, these kind of got bumped into oblivion, didn't they? Like, why would you get this at this point? I mean, it's like twice as much as the Fortuna carp rod, and it's not any better. Right? Alright, let's go finish that lake trout order. What do y'all say? Okay, we're going to start off with the ultralight, but if we spend 6 hours in-game chasing a mid-sized laker again, we'll probably go back to the 3 full setups. Some of the games made you cringe, Reavers. What about my excellent play could possibly make you cringe? Didn't you know I used to be a pro Hearthstone arena player? Untitled, by the way. Back then, you didn't have to actually prove why you're a pro Hearthstone Arena player. You could just say, hey, I'm a pro Hearthstone Arena player. What if you have 7 points in feeder? I'd still get the Fortuna Carp Rod. All it's going to do is affect your control of the fish a little bit, and your casting distance and accuracy a little bit, and then your next goal is to start filling in those carp points. Well, Truda, if you do catch your trophy Cory char, at least you'll be able to reel it in 30 seconds. By the way, I don't think it's not a bad thing at all to fish for carp on nice strong feeder rods. And someone gave you the cold stream, so that's fine. I wouldn't encourage anybody to spend that kind of silver on a cold stream. I would just say go for a better valued carp rod at that point. By the way, hey Chaos. I don't know if I ever said hey Chaos. Sorry, that Bream trophy threw me off a little bit. It is good to see you back here, Chaos. Reavers is excited. Reavers, Amar, and Chaos, 3 non-fishermen hanging out in my channel. I am very flattered, by the way. Self-proclaimed. I need some lessons. Yeah. The new league is very cool. I played enough to get a feel for at least the leveling aspect of the new league. I thought it was pretty cool, Chaos. 15 kilo Cory can pull drag on a Vinga. Yeah, I believe it. They get big and strong, right? Mm. 31 kilo, wow. Oh, nice, gamer. clip, 42 meters for the Bream. That's what I was using. Yeah, into the 10-meter hole, right? So I'm just sort of aiming to the right of the island from that spot. Ooh, good question, and I'm not sure, Truda. Yeah, that's why I used... I actually just got some new Boonison picker rods. And I was all excited to fish for Bream for them. And then I saw that clip and was like, oh, yep, going back to feeders. For that clip, I'm going to have to use feeders. Although if you used... if you use those like fly casting sinkers, you could probably do it with pickers, but then you can't have ground bait on there. So I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a tough cast on a picker rod. I also don't have points in picker rod though. If you have points, that'll help. Thank you, gamer. Yeah, I finally figured I had saved enough to, you know, whatever, be ready for Yama, as ready as I'm going to be at least. And gave myself permission to spend what was almost 6K. I already had one Boonison picker and I needed 2 more, so. Alright, we're going to go all the way to the 12-meter hole, see if we catch anything out here. Because overall, it's been pretty slow. The only action we've seen has been in this trench and possibly a little over here. But if we don't catch anything over here, I'm going to just stay in this trench till we finish the lake trout order, I think. Other than that, it's a little slow right now for me. You're getting more bites on the huge lure. Weird. I mean, I am using, like, you know, all my eggs are in that one lure's basket. It's very slow for you as well, Relicade. Yeah. Has anybody tried today or recently the Atlantic salmon at Volkov? That may just be a better place. I mean, obviously, going and trolling at Tunguska is always a good idea, especially with how active the Nilma have been, but might be worth trying Volkov. Truda tried, no luck. Adipoloto did. Unlucky Craft Lures, 350 in an hour. We're using the little yellow crank. This one, DP. Wait, no, DP6003. Yeah. Man, nothing. Nothing over here. Salmon T1 shad. Do I still have that lure? And the other question is, what size hooks do I have on it? I may have stock. Do you know what number? Pea porridge for the bream. All I have is 1, 2, and 4. Two and 12. At this point, I will try anything. Even on the UL, I'm not catching anything. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know, that's one disadvantage of having it up this way. Let me go back to... Let me try something here. is it video producer? No, 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 no. It's, oh, it's just regular. And then I click on what? Mod tools or mod view. I get more options here. I'll try using this again. See, I don't see some of that unless I've got this pulled up. All right, so let's circle around and get in this trench and see if we can catch something. Maybe Truda. See you later, Peter. Have a good night. Yeah, 42 clip. But you don't want to, I mean, you're not going to catch anything right now. You want to wait till nighttime, right? Unless you're just testing the cast or something. Oh, okay. There you go. Nice, Relicade. You've seen 4 posts on VK. Oh, people just jigging? Like standing on the rock at the key and just jigging? Yeah. Does it ever get boring being at endgame? I mean, you mean like having all the maps unlocked? No, I think it's much better once you have the maps unlocked. I guess if you feel like you get to a point where you don't have anything you're working on, that could get boring. The main thing to me is that I go through phases where all I want to play is RF4. But then I go through other phases where I don't want to play RF4 as much. And so, other than when I stream, I try to get in time playing other things that interest me. So to me, the bigger thing is just like burnout. If you're, you know, just when you get in those phases where you just don't feel like playing. That's where I think something like fly fishing will also help. Because sometimes what ends up being fun for me is not just like I'm burnt out on playing RF4. Sometimes I've just burned out because I've been doing the exact same type of fishing over and over and over. And there's so many other types of, you know, not just different types of fishing with like bottom fishing, spin fishing, float fishing, but even if you're just doing a lot of bottom fishing, there's different types of fish you can go for, different situations. But yeah, just mixing it up a lot seems to help. That's awesome, Chaos. Yeah, I can see that relicade. Alright, so this is the disadvantage of this. Oh, okay, I can see it. Dom, thanks for the follow. I'm doing good. How are you, Jack, bro? What's up with these pitchers that, like, bend over, stare at the catcher, do their hand in a weird position? So weird. We have literally stopped catching fish. Okay. First of all, let's take this off. It's too slow. Yeah, let's put a smaller one on. Yeah, all is going well. I could also put a like spiker or something on the ultralight. That would probably eventually catch a couple. A huge funky minnow? Maybe. Did somebody level up? Grats didn't. Grats on level 32. Alright, we're getting bites again. Can't believe I'm saying this, but please be a relatively small lake trout. What? You're getting married tomorrow? Congratulations, Jack, bro. Do I do much real life fishing? Occasionally. I do get to some. I'm going to get to some more this summer too. We go to a family camp and we get to do a lot of fishing while we're at that family camp for a week. We'll also be at the beach for a week. Sometimes we get to do a little fishing there. We went fly fishing recently for the first time. My wife and I did. And we may get to do that again actually. Sometime in the not too distant future. Lockdown slowed it down more than you wanted to. Oh, like y'all had to push the date or whatever? Like when you were going to get married? How's fishing? It's been pretty good. I'm just trying to finish this stinking lake trout order. And then we'll probably go somewhere else. So this is what we ought to do. The Hunter 2. The Hunter 1002. I also don't really get why this has been so slow. This rod has been so slow, and it's running straight fluorocarbon, which I thought would be like really good. It has been anything but really good. When all else fails. Oh no. You had to get the wedding license multiple times. This game has more depth than PoE. Nah. Not if you include that, not if you include that, skill tree. Come on, Chaos. It does have a lot of depth, but... You turned in that lake trout order and went back to amber. That's awesome, really. This may not even be the right ultralight. Maybe this. Maybe an Aquila. I don't know if I have the 06, but we could try an Aquila. Alright. What's hot at amber? Crab stuff. Caviar stuff. There's something else. Okay, I found the right lure. Ultralight, at least. Ripcord, thanks for the follow. Now I'm going to be disappointed if it's not a lake trout, because we want to finish this order. This one isn't as big. We're starting to grip it a little bit. It's got to come up now, though. Ooh, that's a Cory. That's another Cory. Cory. Both caught in the trench. So funny. It's like all I need is lake trout now and catch everything but lake trout. The trench, this area straight through here. Swimming under the boat. Ooh, I saw him. Okay, definitely not a Cory char this time. He got over in the decent. He got over in the shallows, didn't he? That looked like a lake trout. You said Arctic? Oh, was it an Arctic? Ah, it wasn't a pike, was it? I mean, if it's a pike, we'll probably lose the lure eventually, but it did not look pike-ish to me. You can smell him. All right, he's right there. It actually looks like a savan, doesn't it? It's a pike. Holy cow, you were right, gamer. Man, that looked confusing under the water. Oh, is that right, Chaos? That's awesome. I'm lucky I didn't lose a lure there. With the little ultralight leader. Is that right? So you're catching lots of pike, huh? Well, ever since we switched to this Aquila, we've definitely had a much better bite rate on the UL. We're still getting very slow on the main lines, though. Birch. An HSV in 17 hours? How much silver is that per hour? Ever since we started saying, all right, let's finish this Lake Trout Cafe order, we've been catching Arctics like crazy. And those two Corys, I guess. I guess it's doable. I mean, you got to be really consistent, though. Yeah, but could you have done that if you had less than caliber HSV for equipment? All right, see you later, gamer. Come on. Be a lake trout and be just barely big enough. I don't think it is. It's too small. It's an Arctic anyway. Game keeps crashing on you? Oh, that's no good. It's crashing for you too, failed Q. Are you in Australia as well or no? Hey, what's up, Keeler? You're in the EU? That's weird. I haven't heard about the game crashing a lot lately, but crashing in Belgium as well. Okay, welcome back, Mary Jan, by the way. Are any of you standalone, or are you all Steam? That's an Ide. Well, it's getting late, though. It's getting to be nighttime. That's when Ides happen. Okay, Steam. Steam? Huh. So is it like the handshake between the Steam server and the RF4 server? Something's happening? Yeah, I haven't had any crashes either, and I'm standalone. Pilu says Steam. Have you had crashes as well? Oh, lake trout, but not big enough. killing me, game. Bojack says fine here too, standalone. Rip Steam servers. Someone just said that in-game chat. I don't know. Server lost connection, EU Steam. Yeah. So, seems like this is one of those times that's the Steam versus standalone, there is a difference. It's not that often, but sometimes I think it does happen. Oh, come on. This could be the lake trout. I might even turn in that 8.9 as a part of the order if I have to. It looks like a lake trout. Ooh, is that big enough? 1.97? I think so. You were one bream away? Oh no. Wait, are you able to reconnect or is it still down? 1.6. Nice. So, if we don't catch another one, we probably still come out on top even using that really big one. I mean, I'm just asking to get piked throwing that spinnerbait that close to the reeds. You're back on. Okay. Good, good, good. Grats on your level, Dent. Didn't you level up tonight, Dent? Yeah, that's right, Truda. Lakers aren't worth that much. Even Trophy. I mean, Trophy gets a little bit better, but I agree with that. I think it'll still be worthwhile for that order. But we may get one more here right at the end. We could get lucky. That's awesome, Dent. Big level. There's a Vendus among us. Bleak spot that's active. Keeler, I think the Belaya spot and the Winding spot are both still active for Bleak. Ooh, Lucky's on the Atlantic Salmon. Nice. Ooh, this could be our fish right here. This could be it. This could be it. Come on. Come on. Be big enough. Ooh, nice Savon. Oh, wait. This could be our fish. Yeah, this might just be barely big enough. We've got a small line on this one right now, so it looks bigger than it is. This actually might be closer to a kilo. It's an Arctic anyway. That would have been big enough. All right. Last pass through the trench. We're doing a little better since we've been like sticking to the trench here. It's still not great though. And the Aquila has helped out, at least as far as bite rate. Sorry, I was saying earlier, yeah, this is the trench I'm talking about. You see how kind of like it's pretty much one like long line through here. When the fish are kind of active on this side of the island, sometimes it's nice just to stay in the trench pretty much. Especially if you're using wobblers that are like wanting to go to depth. Just kind of keep them at the right depth. Congrats on level 20, Kippick. Oh, I started reading that book some of y'all were telling me about. I finished my spy nonfiction, and I started the... oh, really? Am I not going to be able to remember the name of it? It's a trilogy. You've read it, Relicade, I think. Yep, Stormlight Archives. Thank you. I started the first one. The Way of Kings. Very good. My day's going well, Keeler. Thank you for asking. How's yours doing? By the way, that spy nonfiction story about Goleski. No, what was that? Was his name? I can't remember his name now, but the Russian spy who started working for MI5 and MI6. It was so good. It has been a while. You took a big break from the game, right? At least I feel like you did. Oh no. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright, let's catch a couple more bream here. And then we will head somewhere else. We'll say goodbye to Corey and go somewhere else. Oh, you're going for the bellows, huh? They've been pretty good recently from what I've read and seen and heard. Okay, so we're getting 86.65 silver. It's still going to be better, but it is kind of unfortunate because we would have gotten... Yeah, it's only 43 if we include this, but it's 22 silver for that one alone. So if we had 4 of those, it would be like pretty much break even with the cafe order. But as it is, it's worth... We're not going to troll here anymore, so we'll go ahead and claim that. Oh, we did have a couple eyed, but none of them quite hit a kilo. Even when you're in Germany, it's famous for bellows? Really? Kind of feel like we've done enough trolling for tonight. Our last spot will be let's go sit at that spot at Amber that y'all were telling me about earlier. After we do a little bream fishing here, we'll go sit at that spot at Amber, see if we can see how it feels for us. And I might try, because somebody in our Discord was saying that they caught some pretty nice fish using the caviar with garlic and mussels. So instead of just going like caviar and corn on all three, I might try that on. We'll do it. Let's do 3 different setups maybe. Is that fish on there? I think it is. Oh, that's awesome, Keeler. That's a good skill to have. A lot of people don't ever learn on a stick these days. The first car I learned to drive on was a really old manual transmission Honda Accord. Back in the day. I don't even know if you could get a Honda Accord manual these days unless you special ordered it or something. Is that right, Dent? All right, so this is one setup we can use here. Yeah, I did too, unlucky. I drove stick all my life until my last car finally lost its appeal, officially old. Yeah, I mean, I have no, at this point in my life, no desire and I'm going to be trying a spot that we, for now on, will call Mini Florida at Amber. Okay, so that's one setup. I kind of want to do that setup on 2 rods until I find out whether or not it's super slow. But we definitely want to try just caviar and corn. Does anybody know red or yellow, or if it matters right now? Probably want to make the big, I don't know, maybe we'll just use those up for now. Red, okay. Oh, is that right, Relicade? We could go snowman with this one and do the... That could be kind of interesting, right? Oh, we need to switch to braid just to be on the safe side. Something like that. What records are people catching on caviar? Oh, just like the rares? Is that where you're seeing it on the records? I guess anything from today. That's salmon. Yeah, I can show you bream setup for sure. Caviar 20. I like it. Maybe that's what we should try. Instead of going with the... Yeah, we'll start what we have, but I need to remember to switch to that if the third one isn't working too good. Alright, there's the bream setup. It's a good way to earn a little bit extra silver, especially if you're putting up with this slow bite rate of trolling at Cory. Did you see it, Mary Jan, or do you need me to look at it again? Are any orders about to come off the bar? Not like before we leave, they're not. That rough order is going to rotate pretty soon, but we won't still be here. Yeah, I'm just using regular bream ground bait. Sure enough. Did somebody just do in real life voice ban? It's just where I have to be quiet for a couple minutes. All right, 315 silver. Yeah, I really think I like trying that. I really think I like trying that. Caviar 20 instead of the snowman rig. Dormanite, sorry if I missed your stretch. I need to get something to eat, maybe. We'll see. All right, cafe orders at Amber. Leather carp trophy. And that's pretty much it. You got a lot of time left for the leather carp trophy. So go get it, boys and girls. Let's make sure we've got some 20. Oh yeah, we've got plenty. I think we're good on caviar stuff anyway. So let's go get our rods in the water if we can while it's... This is almost close enough to not take the ATV, but... Texting and driving. That was a good example of what happens if you text and drive, right, Quillage? 4584. Yeah, I've never fished here before. Or maybe when it first came out. All right. So the first rod has caviar 16 and corn. Second rod has caviar and 16 and garlic and mussels 16 double pop up. And this one we are switching to... Oh, I forgot to put the right line on. I got to do that as we pull them in. The other two still have mono line. It's hillier than real Florida. That's funny. All right, and this one is going to have... To really test out if this spot's any good. 20 size boilie, caviar yellow, black caviar. And this is amber. We really probably ought to make some real PVA instead of this 10 gram nonsense. All right, let's see how she does. Where in the map is that? I'll show you. It's at Mini Florida. Come on. Everybody knows about Mini Florida. I didn't know about Mini Florida until tonight, actually. We are here on the map at Mini Florida. Our new favorite fishing hole. What's up, catfish? How's it going? This is almost as bad as fishing for bream at 42 meters. Fishing for carp at 50 meters. I got you, Relicade. Well, this is now New Florida. Family friendly, okay? Alright. What are we going to eat tonight? I've got a salad I could mix together. That actually sounds pretty good. I've got like an Asian salad that's just waiting to be mixed up and devoured. That's a good point, Truda. That is a good point. And if you're fishing for sturgeon at 60 meters, like you feel like you're already a third of the way spooled before you even start the fight. Thanks a lot, Tunguska. Whoa. It's a real live carp. The ledges are more annoying than the distances. That's true, Relicade. As long as they don't run outside of the boundary, I suppose. It's basically a win at that point. Ooh, nice Arctic dent. Is that Tunguska Arctic or Cory Arctic? Tunguska? That makes sense. Nice fish, though. If you went and showed me up at Cory that quickly, I was going to say, it's not very nice. You could have waited till I got off, you know? Okay. Let's go get our salad. I'll be right back. One thing I would like to know is how the different bag size of PVA works. Like, can you have two separate bags in the water at the same time? Or does the size of the bag, whatever that effect is, get, does it get overridden in the same way that like having a different recipe in at the same time does? So far, best bite rate has been the garlic and mussels with the caviar double pop up, and it's the size of the fish have not been bad either so far on this combo. So if it keeps it up, we'll switch all three to this one, I think. We haven't had a single fish yet on the size 20 caviar and corn. And the size 16 in corn hasn't been as active as this, and it's been smaller fish. Oh, this is a frame. Nice. And I still need to switch the type of line that's on that one. All right, I'm gonna mute it while I'm doing this because it's gonna be loud opening this bag and stuff. That is a pre-packaged, what's called an Asian salad. And I just had it muted so that all of the noises with the bags and everything wouldn't be like incredibly annoying. Like the size of these fish we're catching. All right, we'll try one more thing before we switch off of this. We'll try the hook size trick. I think I just undercast it. No, we just got there. Yeah, it's basically just fresh spinach, lettuce, and whatever greens with a package of like little crispy things like you might imagine getting in an Asian style salad with some kind of dressing mixed in there in its own bag that you can open up and add to it. It's got carrots and I don't know. It's good. It's pretty good. Yeah, no. You don't want to fish in this spot. Really anywhere on the main lake with amber. If you don't have big enough gear, they can just run and run and run, and you'd have no chance. No, that liquid is just a little bit of salad dressing. Some kind of like, I don't know, whatever kind of salad dressing goes on Asian salad. So if any of you are from the US, if you've ever been to Applebee's, they actually have a, I think they do call it an Asian salad, Asian chicken salad or something. You can also get it on a wrap, the Asian chicken salad wrap. That's exactly what this tastes like, except it doesn't have the chicken on it. And it's fresh, and it's about $3 for a huge bag of it, or this size bag of it, at the grocery store. So you could add some chicken or steak to it, it'd be awesome. $6 in Australia? Yeah, good point. Probably would be $6. Okay, that didn't help. We're catching tiny fish on the corn setup with the 16 boilies, and we're catching no fish on the 20 boilie setup. But we're doing okay on the double boilies. Grill or barbecue tomorrow? That sounds good. Well, this is small too. We're just catching a lot of small fish. So it's probably time of day, if we're patient, as it gets a little closer to evening, and then in the morning, the size will improve a little bit, but this is pretty brutal right now. This is not what you signed up for at Amber. Shrimp on the Barbie. You have to cook for 3 others tomorrow? We had really good homemade barbecue chicken this week, but my wife prepared it in the slow cooker. But it turned out great. But grilling is always a good option. The chewing part, that's tough, right? That just requires a separate menu. I like fish a lot, especially if it's mild fish. I also like fresh sushi if it's prepared by somebody that knows what they're doing. Although, to be fair, I like more like American style sushi with the rice and stuff, not so much like hardcore traditional sushi. Okay, we found the barbel. That's good. That's interesting, Rave. Yeah, that's a complicated combination of people there. It's a little chilly at Amber today. I haven't really had any great fishing spots lately, Dent, but sorry, Rave Wolf, because for me, the bear spot slowed down a little bit. Actually, tonight, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but I started at, like, what is it, 55.63? Clip 21 to 23, which is that spot up here. And, it's where you're casting over the reeds there at the end. I'm not saying it was great, but it was better than the lower spot. That lower spot has just slowed down completely for me. That's what I did. I did that for my happy hour. It wasn't great, but it's better than this. I'll tell you that. What percent are you at? Oh, you are getting there. Oh, you've got PVA that you've already made. Do you wish that you had saved up for a sage? Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, first fish on rod 3 coming up. I don't know, Dormanite. It just has to be, you know, something that's heavier than whatever line you're going to be using. I think that's another frame. What's the question, Rave Wolf? I think if I had to choose over again, Oh, wait. 18 kilo? What reels are 18 kilo? Oh, I guess the Avia. What are you saying, between the big caliber and the Avia? Yeah, I'd do Avia then. I actually think the Avia is quite good. Thought you were asking between Megara and Tagara at first. Alright, this should help a little bit. We're taking off the third setup was so slow because we had 20 size boilie on there. Now we've got the second and third setup are the same with the double 16 pop-up, so that'll help a little bit. What's their cost? All right, Keeler. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. All right, we're starting to catch some fish here now. I guess the time of day, maybe. Was it too expensive, Ravel? Is that what you're saying? Ooh, I don't know. Unfortunately, I do not have a lot of char at Ladoga experience. We can check the sheet to see if it has conditions on it for char. But this is not coming from me. This is coming from Kilted Jock's sheet online. This says char want it to be between 9 and 11 degrees. And they like it overcast and rainy the best. And they are most active morning and night, basically. Wait, what do you have now? You have 3 alphas? Is that what you're saying? Hey, it's a linear ghost, by the way. It's just tiny. You have 3 alphas? I mean, it's not an easy, it's not a clear-cut decision. You could save up for Tagaras or Megaras and save forever. Or you could get the in-between stuff like the big boy caliber or the Avia. If you feel like you're doing pretty well with the alphas, then just save up for the big boy stuff. You'll spend a lot less silver over the course of the course of your journey than if you take a bunch of half steps. But if you're struggling on the alphas, it'll be a lot easier with the big caliber or the Avia. I'm fishing from mini Florida, Twizza. I'm at 50 clip. And so far the best baits have been the caviar and garlic and mussels. With caviar. The other thing I'm using though is caviar and corn, but it's catching mostly junk fish so far. Tiny stuff. Yes, that's correct, Rave Wolf. Unless it's purchased with gold, you cannot send it in terms of gear. "50-meter clip, and I'm casting southeast, and I never remember to put the right line on." That is correct. Even if you bought it before the change, everything got changed in the change. Twizza, so far, this has not been a good spot for me. It was so slow. during the middle of the day. But I also had a really slow bait in for a while. I changed that. We did get the one linear ghost. And a few of the, a couple of barbels. A few of the carp have been okay size. But I'm not convinced this is going to be much better, to be honest. We'll see. Everywhere at Amber seems to be a little slow, for me at least, right now. But I agree. Peg 1 was really slow, too. I think 5563 Bear might be better than this right now. Why do you ask about that stuff, Rave? Do you have an old account or something, or what? Or are you hoping to trade? Oh, nice Relicade. Yeah, I mean, there's no question. Like, in this spot at least, Caviar 16, Garlics and Mussels 16 is outperforming the Caviar 16 and Corn, for me. Oh, yeah, I got you, Rave. Yeah, it definitely made it a little more costly or whatever to do giveaways and stuff with that change. I mean, that's why mostly what you see are bait giveaways and lure giveaways and, that kind of stuff. I couldn't tell. I thought this might have been a rare, but it looks like it's not. Might just be a mirror, actually. Oh, it's a linear. All right. Not too many greens stuck in my teeth. That was good. A 2.5 kilo perch. Yeah, the sale kind of caught me off guard. I wonder if this means there won't be a summer sale this year. Maybe because that's when they're targeting Yama coming out. You talking about lifetime sub premium? I know the lifetime sub is on sale, but it's just not low enough for me to feel like, I think there is a price point for me, but it's probably closer to like 500. The only way I think you do life sub is if you're just like, you know, you've got a reasonable amount of, what do you call it? Spendable income. That's not the right word, but you know what I mean. And you're just like, you know what? I love this game. I want to support its development, so I'm going to throw a lot of cash at them. But there is no guarantee that this game will be in development long enough for you to make that money, like to see the full value of that much money, you know? It would be interesting to know how many people have done it. I'm sure they have gotten some, right? But it's probably not too many. I mean, there's people out there that, you know, just have a lot of money and they're just like, okay, cool. This is my favorite game. Have some cash. Disposable. The disposable income. Thank you. Still didn't change the line. I mean, I kind of like the idea of, you know, as long as I'm into your game, I'm willing to keep a sub going most of the time, and sort of rewarding the continued development instead of more of like a one-time thing. Now, I do wish I had done a lifetime sub to Lotro when Lotro first came out. But it was only 200, might have been 200 even, or just over $200. I would have saved a reasonably large amount of money. I mean, I'm not subbed to Lotro right now at the moment, but off and on I've been subbed to Lotro a good bit. And so to have a lifetime sub starting in, like, when did Lotro come out? 2011? That's just a guess. 2007? If I had gotten a lifetime sub in 2007 when I first started playing it, let's don't think about it, okay? Let's just don't think about it. Yeah, with all the DLCs, if you kept up with all the DLCs over the years in Fishing Planet, that's kind of like Hunter Classic. Some people, I mean, I came late to Hunter Classic, so I never put much real money into it. But for some people, they had so much money tied up in Hunter Classic back when it was expensive to play that game. Is that right, Carpfish? Did you play a lot of Hunter Classic back in the day? I mean, it's a great Hunter game, especially, you know, when it first came out and for the years after, but they had a pretty expensive model of you as well, Ravewolf. Their model was pretty pricey. Yeah, I hear you. Yep. Hey, Beats, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, although I do feel like in this game, you can ignore the fact that there is that you can buy stuff with gold, you know? Like, you can just ignore that. You can have premium if you want to go a little easier on yourself with leveling up your skills or whatever. But it's just, I mean, using gold is just shortcuts, right? Whiteick, thank you for the follow. Thanks for the support tonight, y'all. Really appreciate it. It's a kibble. That sounds like a good idea, Twizza. This is not the night for Amber. At least for me, it doesn't feel like it. And in my mind, I was like, okay, what do I want to do? Finish up at Amber or go Troll Tunguska? We might have chose poorly on this evening. Did you really cartfish? And I mean, and I get it. Like, it is a shortcut, but, you know, hopefully you realized that that was an optional thing. That for some people, it just makes sense, right? Like, time is money. It's another resource in that sense. So, I mean, based on your own situation, I get why some people throw gold, you know, throw money at this game for gold. I think you need to be careful with it, obviously. And especially if you don't have a lot of disposable income, you just have to ignore that part of the game. But oh yeah, no, I don't think premium affects trophies at all. Oh no. Wait, what was your old account name, Carpfish? And what's your new account name? If you don't mind me asking. Level 40, yikes. Carpfish 33 was your old account? And you just followed my channel recently. Like, had you been in my channel before? And the new one is Laris 33. Okay. Has it been fun? I mean, I know you spent some money, it sounds like, but has it been fun starting over? Kind of knowing what you're doing and starting over, having a plan and all that. Have you enjoyed it at all? Not really? Okay. It's a lot of lost time, I guess. I think it... You're fine. Well, that's a good attitude. I mean, I think it depends on, like, what level you're at and how much more you enjoy some of the later content versus the early stuff, but you knew what not to do. Yeah, that's true, Rave. It's a big blue bream, 1.2. I wonder, I don't know. I wonder if they ever get to the point of, like, you know, charging for skins and stuff, cosmetics, you know. I mean, there's so much they could do. They could charge for, I mean, I'm not going to go through the list because then you'll think I'm giving them ideas, which I'm not. I'm sure they know all of these ideas because other fishing games and other games similar do charge for different things, but there's a lot they could do. You were ready to pay them to unlock. Oh, yeah, interesting. Yes, Crapu. We need a boat engine silencer. Absolutely. My boat's on fire. Yep, boat, rod, reel skins, all that would be interesting. Setup presets, yes. Oh, to have presets. That would be amazing. Nope, we're gonna do it. Finally gonna do it. We're changing the line. Expensive line? Well, it's just, I had on the mono. I mean, I had on fairly expensive mono, but yeah, that's even more expensive. But I'm at amber. It just, even in this spot, like, you just got to be prepared for catching the blue tag, you know? I'm at 35 clip. I'm not using Cocos. I'm using caviar stuff, if that's what you're asking, Twizza. Absolutely, Rave. And it's still a thing. Yes, it is. How do I have a peek at, what are you saying? Have a peek at your old account cart? Oh, like look up the account? Can you still look up accounts that have been... Wait. Oh, it's still on there. So when they ban it, they don't delete it? Ooh, catfish. It's Vinga Jr. Ooh, nice bellow. Uh-oh. You had done some trophy card work. Who was the streamer that was like staying at the water body till they opened up their trophies? I don't know if that person's still around. Blue tag rough. Blue tag Eastern Dace. Yeah, I'm using caviar. Caviar and corn. And then these two setups are both caviar and garlic and mussels. Nice, Crapu. Congrats on the common barbel with PVA. Oh no. Second rod too. Wait, how did that happen? I could have sworn I changed them. Everybody be putting cocoa with their caviar. Bite rate goes up 200% now. Cocoa and caviar. Oh my goodness. Dips don't matter anyway. Yeah. You only use amino for dip? I'm sure that works. I'm sure that works pretty good. Amino doesn't scare anything off, at least. We don't think. We don't think. Oh yeah. Amino is just like a it's just supposed to like boost other flavors, right? I don't know exactly how to describe it. Oh, I know what it was. All right. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I think dips do matter. I think dips matter. I was just kidding. Oh no. Did we get a single mirror carp? Nope. I guess we were using the wrong baits for mirror carp. Apparently